Now, the business part. How do we market? The thing is, when you have a big, large, massive, unclean, unhealthy farm like that, what you need, firstly, is a bank to give you a loan. This is the first step to your enslavement, paying off a debt for the rest of your life and working 3 times as much as you should to be able to pay it off. What you need next is a market, and when you have 2,000 cows and a small market like in Croatia, it's difficult to place it all on the market. That is when you need a middleman. A middleman is a guy who comes and says, okay, I will put it on the shelf of this and this and this store, but you have to sell me underpriced so I can get a commission, and so I would earn money and the owner of the store would earn money also. So that's a situation when the market is being manipulated and the products are being of less quality, or like really, really less quality, bordering with poison, and the price is being dropped, the labor not being respected. So you have mass production. I have to get more, bring more animals, more plants, more. And you are lowering the quality, you are lowering the price. It's basically a thing of self-appreciation, of dignity. Nothing else. There are some people who are willing to work 16 hours a day for minimum wage, more than slavery, and not ask for their working rights because they know this is all I have, because this is how the market works. So, to cut out the bank, to cut out the middleman, how do we market directly? We are living in the 21st century and farmers need to get to know the internet, have to use the computers. So what we did, we put together a little app, pretty basic, nothing, I already have it opened. So this is our app, and once or twice a week we process our meat, our veggies, our products. And the idea is not to have a couple of articles and big in quantity, but a big array of different things in small amounts. The philosophy is that I want a little farm which produces a lot of different things, so when somebody gets to my farm, he can get everything that he needs for the week and not even go to the store. That's the idea. Buy produce and buy locally. Because we are living here and the market is such that there are only a couple of farms like this, I can't afford to just produce locally. I have to go outside of my city and outside of my county, because there is a market outside which can't get to products like this. And what we are trying to do now is to get other farmers in our county who are producing similarly as we are and trying to get them all into this app and act on the market together. Because if I don't have cheese, I know a guy who has cheese, so we'll go in and do it together. For 1 week I will drive his cheese, and the other week he will drive my meat. So it's a partnership, you know. It's building a relationship with people in your community. The main thing is, again, a relationship with your buyers. Why? Because sometimes the milk goes sour. sometimes there's something wrong with the meat. A chicken has a broken wing. So we need to know each other well enough that you are confident and you know you can call me and say, look, I didn't like this piece of product. And then I have to be normal enough to say, okay, we'll switch it up next time we see each other. And my buyers know that the expectations they can have from me, that I will not be able to deliver them 100 chickens weighing 2.0 kilograms each, because they are like people. Some of them are stronger, some of them are weaker. Some people like them bigger, some people like them smaller. So it's really keeping the things in perspective. So my offers, my orders, my profile, administration, info, and recipes. We like to put recipes for people to know what to do with our products, because many of them never cooked a thing in their lives. We like to put info, pictures of our plans for the future, things we have done so far. So the key is to have your buyers informed and have your buyers included in the whole process, so they can understand the difference between going to a mega store and going to buy my product. So you basically, when you want to be a part of the Nyam Nyam, or in English Yum Yum, it's called the Yum Yum application. If you want to be a part of it, you come and check with us. You register via your email, you get a password, and then you can order. You can do pretty much anything on the application. Okay. Hey, look firewall. Okay. So how it has changed me. This is me in my business days, all cool and happy and yeah, with my former bosses, and this is me now. Yeehaw! Come on, woman, give me my ball. No, really, this is a joke, but it does change you from being a guy driven and motivated in the business world to succeed, to sell, to maybe even use some gray areas to get ahead, and to fake it till you make it, wearing a suit, driving a nicer car than you can afford, faking it, all around faking it, basically, which the business world is. You become more grounded, stress relieved, and start to perceive the world and people in another different way. People who tend to be your rivals and in this system tend to be your partners in this system. So you're maybe not so eloquent, not so hot to see, but you are more pleasant to be around, definitely. So names to know. Yeah, I've said this name so many times. I don't usually say it that often, so till now it may even sound that this guy is a semi-god. He is not. He is just a guy who has a big talent for watching how the nature works. So when you speak about technology and electricity, you think Tesla. When you speak about cars, you think also Tesla, but if we go back to the origins, Ford. And if you speak about farming and building a society, a healthier society, then you should know the name of Joel Salatin. So that's the guy who started it all since practically he was born, but started his own business when he was 13, and now is really the biggest alternative in the United States, the biggest alternative to FDA, SDA, MDA, FBI, CIA, which are trying to manipulate the people and the market, and which are saying that a Hershey bar is food, but raw milk isn't food. So that's the logic of the market today. Snickers or some chocolates or some processed food that you put in the microwave is food, but that dirty egg that was just laid isn't food. That's dangerous. That can give you diseases, that can blah. Other name to know, Alan Savory. Who is Alan Savory? The guy, he is South African, he is a scientist, and they had a big problem of desertification. So, as scientists often do, they did their science. And they concluded that desertification is going on because of the overgrazing of animals. So, those scientists went out and killed like a couple of thousands of elephants, like just doing a mass murder on the animals. And after that, they saw that the situation is only getting worse, not getting better. So till this day, this guy is going around the world saying, what I did is unforgivable, and I will have to bring it to my grave. But I was wrong. And then people say, scientists were wrong. Wow. Yeah, he said, I was wrong. And what he came across was the fact that not overgrazing is causing desertification, but not enough grazing. Because us, people of the 21st century, we are sedentary people. We like our phones, our computers. We like everything to be mechanized. Nature doesn't work that way. Nature needs challenges to grow and to change. One of the challenges is herds, grazing, moving, pooping, doing what they do. And when you take that off of the land, you get lower quality of soil and eventually desertification. What this guy is able to do now is to reverse desertification. He is doing some projects where he is turning pure sand into meadows, into even forests. So there is a solution. But to get to this guy, you need Google and you need YouTube, because I don't think that you will ever hear of him if you are looking after him or for him, searching for him through the normal media. So another name to know. My favorite two names. I'm trying to get them to Croatia. So, benefits of my newly found way of farming, the improvisational farming. So, not to read it, you can read it for yourselves. You have control over what you eat, more active, work less, earn more, and be grounded, be in harmony with, especially with yourself. And most of all, you will create relationships with other people and other communities, and then you build understanding. Things you lose, stress mostly. The guy in the suit from the picture before, so stressed out. Like, wow, like wild, crazy. If there was a situation when the traffic light turned green and the guy before me didn't go that second, I was ready to, I don't know, if I had a gun, I would shoot him. Come on, man, it's green. Wild, stressed, always. And now, this town has 2 traffic lights. I was never late. Since I'm living here, I was never late at anything in my life. Whenever I start to go, I arrive at time. Being dependable. on banks, on middlemen, on other people's opinions, on stores, on mass production, traffic jams, and control freak mentality. This is when you start to let go, and this is when you realize that you can't and you shouldn't control everything, because you are not perfect. And if you control anything, it will probably end up screwed up. So, and this is the guys behind the project. The whole farm is ran by 3 adults, my wife, her mother and her brother, and then there's my kids and me. So 3 adults and the rest of us. You will meet them today, gladly for us. And this is the next generation, my daughter and my wife, and my newborn son, newborn 8 months ago. And we are trying to install the same values into their lives and make it a standard for them to know that it is okay to participate, it is okay to work at a young age, because it is not work, it is actually play. My daughter, who is now 2.5 years old, when she is doing something around the house, she is actually playing, and this is how it should be. And this is why I never said to my wife when she had the idea, I never said I will be a farmer, because I know I will never be a farmer. That's not my thing. I'm a kid of the concrete of the city. I can do other things. But she is a farmer. And as long as you perceive your work as play and not work and not demand and not meeting deadlines, you are free. And today my kids are going around and about the chickens and the pigs and the plants, playing. And that's really the investment in the future I am looking for. Thank you, guys.